Mr. Smith,
What's
what's
up,
up,
B?
man?
What's up,
Happy Monday, bro.
man? Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year to everybody that's tuning in with us on this live stream, guys. We're super excited to share some value with you real quick. But we're gonna get in vibration real quick. Just bob your head a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Uh, uh. So we got Mr. Millionaire in the making, Mr. Clifford Smith, on our live stream on tonight, guys. Welcome to our 7 days of giving. My name is V. Burrell, one of the top leaders here within Generational Wealth, as well as Mr. Clifford Smith. And guys, we want to share some quick value. Won't be too long. We'll be here about no more than about 15 minutes, but we want to share some quick value with you guys leading into the new year on how to literally build wealth and how to particularly have a wealth mindset. So he's going to share all his key principles, all the nuggets that he's been able to gain. First of all, Cliff, you look amazing, man. I'm super grateful to have you on the stream. Guys, he's out there in San Diego, California, just really impacting a lot of lives every single day, really doing amazing. His growth development through just changing so many lives around the world has been just so significant. So I want you guys to catch the value that he's been able to impact just within our own community, but I want him to be able to pass that along to you guys. So shout out to you guys who are streaming in right now. Please drop some ones in the chat, in the comments, guys, if you can hear us really well. And if you're feeling blessed, drop some ones in the chat box, because we're going to share a wealthy mindset. A lot of things you guys may not be able to get, through traditional schooling. And so he's going to share that value. But Cliff, if you want to just open up with anything real quick, bro, and then we'll go ahead and proceed with our segment, man.
absolutely. Well, I just want to give it back to you, B. Thank you for having me. Thank you for being just a phenomenal leader, looking spiffy, looking like money. I get it. I literally get it from you for putting me onto this feeling and putting me onto being filled. They'll figure out what that means, though, as this life
Yeah.
continues. But I want to thank you. I want to thank you for just putting me in a position to have the awareness that I have now, right? And I truly believe that the way you position me is going to allow me to pretty much fill these amazing individuals' cups, just like mine was filled.
I love it, man. Let's get it, bro. Well, let's go ahead and fill it up. So my first question real quick, if you guys can get some pen and paper out, we're going to first start off with Cliff. Why is it very, very important for people to have multiple streams of income? But let's take it a step back. What is the difference between simply just being an employee and being an investor? What's the difference between that?
Well, I believe the difference between being an employee and being an investor is, as an employee, your income is pretty much fixed. So it's all based upon how much time you're giving
Okay.
to a specific employer or a company or a corporation, wherever it is that you work for. It's pretty much it's a time difference, right? It's a time difference. I learned from Bob Proctor, and he says that you should only work for satisfaction. You should only work if you really love what it is that you're doing. If you love what you're doing for work, that's the only reason a person should work, to earn money. But the difference between being an employee and being an investor is, now instead of you exchanging your time for money, you're now doing basically what money is meant to be doing. You're putting money in a place for it to work for you. I was told that money is a soldier, and what it does is it goes out. It's a Navy or Army or Marine recruiter. It goes out and it recruits more that think just like it, that are just like it. So I believe the difference between the two is, one, you're putting your time in to make money, and the other one is you're allowing money to put its time in to make you more money.
I love it. I love it. That's an excellent explanation. I love how you said your money is your soldier. See, I'm taking nuggets, right? It doesn't matter the amount of wealth that I've been able to attract and accumulate. I'm here to get some value from you on tonight, so I appreciate you. So, guys, that's the key nugget, that money is a soldier. You send it out to go to the field to do the work for you so that you can continuously live your life and have that time of freedom. So, amazing, amazing. Okay, so that's the difference between being an employee and investor, guys. One gives you time and freedom. The other one typically just puts you in a position to be on autopilot, all right, where you don't really have that time of freedom. So that's amazing. So my next question is, why is it important for people to have multiple streams of income? Why is that so important? I think this year has really exposed the importance, but just for those who might have missed the wave, who just might have missed the light bulb going off this year, can you please explain why it's important to have streams of income in different areas of your life, just for the rest of your life?
I believe it's truly important, especially after this year. When you just have simply one stream of income, you put yourself in a very dangerous position. And we see it this year where, in the past, if you didn't show up to work, you don't get paid. But now we see in 2020 that if my job doesn't show up for me, or if my business that I run, if I'm self-employed, if it can't show up for me because of a pandemic or because we're in a lockdown, then I still don't get paid. So now we're at a double-edged issue here where we understand now having one stream of income is incredibly dangerous, because all it takes is for one thing to happen to you or to the world, and not only is your job gone, but your way of living is gone as well, including your income. So the reason why you want to have multiple streams of income is now what you do. I heard somebody say a recession isn't bad depending on which side of the recession that you're on. There's people in the Great Depression. There's people in the Great Depression that made millions. Right? So understanding that, you really have to understand that on the wrong side of a recession, on the wrong side of a pandemic, given we want to give our hearts out to everybody who's been affected by this, but on the wrong side financially, because we're here to talk about how to become financially stable and financially free, and how to accumulate wealth. On the wrong side of a recession financially is having one stream of income. But to be on the smart side, to be on what I like to call the smart money side, is having multiple streams of income. It's like a table. If I have a one-leg table and I knock that leg out, I don't have a table anymore. But if I have multiple legs standing up, I can have a leg that is possibly broken, and guess what? I got 3 other legs that are able to stand it up.
Wow. Listen, y'all drop some flames, some I don't care, fireworks in the chat box, because if you didn't catch it after that analogy, I don't know what to tell you, right? That is so powerful. I like how you said when dealing with multiple streams of income. Hold on, we have somebody saying they cannot see the stream. Let's give us 1 second. Not sure if you change mid-live. Can you change the privacy for the live? All right, well, Mr. Smith, let's see what's going on here for 1 second. Privacy for the live. Well, if all else fails, we'll just repost it. So I want to keep it going. So another thing that you shared was, it says public on my end, so I don't know. So another thing that you shared was, being on the right side of the recession. So I think that's powerful. I think that's amazing. Let's see. The next question I want to ask you is, what do you recommend people do to get ready for investing? Like what type of mindset do they need to develop to really take advantage of investing? What type of, either beliefs or just open-mindedness do they need to gather, so as they walk into the investment world, they're not either intimidated or they don't feel like they can't really participate, or maybe need to have this type of knowledge or understanding? What type of mindset do people need to have going into investing so that it can be really effective for them?
I believe it all starts off with having an abundant mindset. I think when it comes to investing, if you have an abundant mindset, it doesn't matter whether or not you go through a year in your first time and you lose more than you expected, or it doesn't matter what happens to you worst case scenario wise, because that's pretty much what everybody's thinking. What we're all conditioned to think when it comes to investing is the worst case scenario. Like, a lot of people fear investing because they don't want to lose money, but they never ask themselves, well, how much can I gain from this? Right? Every person I've ever talked to when it came to investing, the answer that they've always given me as to why they haven't invested yet is because they're afraid to lose money. Well, I believe that's having a scarcity mindset. Now, if you were to shift your way of thinking to having an abundant mindset, that there's always overflow attached to all of my losses. There's overflow attached to everything that I do. If it goes the wrong way, there's overflow attached to it. When you have an abundant mindset that everything that is here for you is already here for you, it doesn't matter how much money you've lost. It doesn't matter how many people think you're crazy for doing it. It doesn't matter how many people don't believe in you for doing it. It doesn't matter what the world says. When you have an abundant mindset, when you're just so aligned with whatever it is that you feel has created you, that you feel they created everything in abundance of it, and that there's no scarcity, I believe that your mindset will start to shift, and you'll start to become a fearless investor. You'll start to become a bold and graceful investor because you understand the laws. You understand that everything that is here for you is here for you.
Wow. When you said everything overflow is connected to the losses, that's absolutely amazing. Like it takes so much growth and develop for somebody to get to that level of thinking. Can you hear me okay? Can you see me okay?
I hear you.
Okay. It takes man, that's a good way to put it. I mean, that's a quote right there. That's something you can repost. That overflows, if overflow is always connected to my losses. And I think if people would get into the mindset, that kind of even correlates with faith to a certain degree, because you have to put yourself in a position to always be competent no matter the storm, no matter what's going on. And if you guys would just walk into what the investors are thinking, they always weather the storm. It doesn't matter the seasons, it doesn't matter whether things are running up or running down. They're never moved, they're never shaken. So I think that's a powerful way to put it, to have gratitude and to have that state of mind where it's all about gain, it's all about abundance. So I think that's very, very powerful. So real quick, let's give them some nuggets. What are some investments that people should start plugging into right now? What are some things that you recommend that right after this feed, they stop, drop, and just immediately go put themselves in position to take advantage of this digital shift and take advantage of the next wave? So what are some investments do you recommend right now that people take advantage of?
Absolutely. The first investment I'm going to say is the investment in thyself, the investment in yourself personally. That is the first investment that I feel as soon as you get done watching this live, you should really, at any point in time where you're gifted opportunity to hear some new information, to get some new books, to get some new nuggets, maybe somebody that you follow, maybe they're connected to somebody that is very successful in whatever endeavor it is that they're doing. See what they did, see what resources they went into, what books did they read, what listeners do they listen to. Always go find who the successful person is listening to or what the successful person is reading, and go do that as soon as possible. Right? That's one of the main things I did with you. You told me to invest in the power of your subconscious mind.
Yeah.
And I went and did that. Right. So the first investment I would say is the investment in yourself. And then as we lean into the financial aspect, I truly believe that a person should be looking into how to invest in cryptocurrency. We're moving towards a digital world. We're already in the digital world. It only makes sense that a person starts looking to invest in cryptocurrency, as well as looking into other recession-proof ways to accumulate income, right? E-commerce, day trading is an amazing platform. Network marketing is a beautiful concept. It's a beautiful business model for a person to grow in and accumulate residual income. Real estate. One of the main quotes I can recall is somebody mentioned how when there's blood on the streets, when there's chaos in the streets, buy real estate, buy land. But in this case, I'm going to say when there's chaos in the streets, when there's blood on the streets, you should buy books, you should buy crypto, you should buy any course and every course that you can get your hands on.
Amazing. So you mentioned cryptocurrency. So what type of, just to give people just something that's already at their hands or something that's already accessible to them, what is the first step? What are some maybe 3 or 4 or 5 steps that they can take right now to open up a cryptocurrency portfolio?
Absolutely. Well, one of them is possibly we already have one of them. One of the platforms that we use to purchase cryptocurrency from is Cash App. I mean, everybody pretty much has it.
Right.
So everybody I know has a Cash App. And so pretty much that's one place you can start is one, you can open up a Cash App. You can get verified for cryptocurrency on there. Bitcoin is one of them. You could purchase some Bitcoin through there. That's probably one of the main and most talked about cryptos right now. And it's honestly between that and Ethereum. And there's a few other smaller cryptocurrencies that you can invest into. But right now I'm hearing from my millionaire mentors, Bitcoin and Ethereum are the top ones that a person should look towards right now. So one would be going up and getting a cryptocurrency app. Binance is a good one. Uphold, crypto.com, Cash App. They're all amazing platforms to buy cryptocurrency from. And then going and buying a ledger or a hard wallet to transfer that from, because you want to make sure it's safe and secure once you buy it.
Perfect. And 2 more questions. I don't know if people realize that cryptocurrencies is just another way of, is not only a form of payment, but it's an asset. So making sure that people understand at the end of the day, you're not buying up cryptocurrencies just to go spend them. right? You want to buy up cryptocurrencies to hold them and sit on them. Like he said earlier, ladies and gentlemen, you got to have this mindset that no matter how the wave is rolling, you want to stand still. You want to allow your just set, forget what we say, set, forget, and collect your investments. And so allow your money to multiply. And I think a lot of people don't even understand the principle or the, just the concept of money multiplying. How does one's money multiply? But okay, cool. So I want to end it with this. If you have any final words, any value that you think is very, very important for somebody to know before they exit this stream right now, what is something that you think that they need to know to really, really take advantage of 21, to really position themselves for this wealth transfer, and so that people can really, really, be in position. So what is some of your key principles that you think people should know just this year going forward?
Absolutely. I would say to make a commitment that you're going to believe regardless of what the outside is saying. Making a commitment that you're going to believe regardless of what the world is saying, what your friends are saying, family, it really doesn't matter. Making a commitment to understanding what belief even is. A lot of people don't really understand what belief is. I was one of them. I had no clue what belief was. I would hear it every now and then. Believe in yourself, believe in God, believe in all of these different things. And I'm like, what is belief? What does that mean though? Right? So I would say as soon as you get off of this live, make a commitment to understand belief more, and make a commitment that you're going to understand money. You're going to respect money, right? You're going to understand money management. And then my last one will be to figure out a way where you can multiply your income regardless of having to go exchange your time in for it, really, right? Because we all know the 3 M's when it came to school. Well, it was mean, median, and mode. But a lot of people don't understand how to manage, maintain, and multiply their money. So I would say to understand and to shift your focus away from the old 3 M's in math class and to start shifting your focus towards how can I manage, maintain, multiply my money, and how can I make 2021 the year where I set my last name free.
Wow, guys, this is the year of acceleration. We have been speaking that, living it, feeling it every single day, guys. And you're looking at one of our top leaders inside generational wealth. Mr. Smith is well on his way to 7 figures. Our entire organization is taking advantage of what we call the compound effect. So you don't have to have any knowledge, guys, to participate, but we got to make sure you have the right mindset. And that's why I really want to come here with him on tonight to make sure you guys understand, he has a lot of wisdom. Don't worry about his age. This guy has a lot of wisdom instilled in him because he studies the books, he listens to the principles, and study the wealth knowledge. But inside our community, we're beyond just investors, guys. We're just a big family, and our goal is to really impact, hundreds of families, to position them not to just simply make 6 figures, but to save up 6 figures. My question for everybody on the stream is, what do you want your net worth to be by the age of 60? What would you like your net worth to be in just the next 4 years? Right. And if you don't know the answer right away, that means you don't have a plan, which means you're going to be in the exact same position you are right now on this live stream. So we want to change your position by changing your thinking. All right. And so, Mr. Smith, if you can end the call, just share everybody why generational wealth is so important to you and what has this community done for you, and we'll be done, bro.
Absolutely. Well, man, why generational wealth for me? Because where else? Where else am I gonna go? 24 years old, I was playing sports, was going to college. None of it was what I wanted to do. Never really understood what I want. Nobody ever asked me, Cliff, what do you really want? What do you really want to do? It wasn't until I got involved with generational wealth where not only has the way that I thought changed, but the way that I look at money changes. The way that I look at the world and every person I come across has completely shifted. My paradigm has completely shifted in the best way. And honestly, I don't even really know if any college institution, any professional sports team, any corporation, or any billion-dollar company could have allowed me to become the person I am today if it wasn't for generational wealth, right? So I really stand by what it is that we have here. I'm here for life. I've said it before. I've said it again. And pretty much that's pretty much my reason why. And, if a person is looking to do the same thing, to make the same quantum leaps in their life, either you find generational wealth or generation gonna come find you.
Well, with that being said, we on the hunt. Ladies and gentlemen, Please drop some love in the chat in the comments for our special guest on tonight, millionaire in the making, Mr. Clifford Smith, a part of the Generational Wealth family. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Listen, this is the year of overflow. This is the year of acceleration. All right. Money is a tool for you to get to where you want. That's our focus here. But most of all, to help you have a wealth mindset internally so you can attract it on the outside. Guys, peace and blessings to you. We are B. Burrell, and that is Mr. Millionaire Clifford Smith in the making. Let's get a peace and blessing to you guys. Happy New Year.